What's up, you guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Julissa if you're new here. Today I'm going to be showing you how I did my look for graduation. I did this for the day of graduation and for a photo shoot. It's perfect for all special occasions, so hopefully this look helps, and let's get started. So first things first, I have to put on my primer. I use the e.l.f. primer. This one gets really tacky. You just have to wait 30 seconds after you apply it to put makeup on. I use the Beauty Flash Balm underneath it by Clarins, and of course SPF moisturizer. Just make sure before you put on your makeup, you're putting on things that are good to your skin. When it comes to my brows, I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with them, but I'm going to use this e.l.f. brow pencil. I think this is in the shade Espresso, and I'm filling them in at the front. Basically, I use this to make my brows look fuller, and I think it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. I don't use it to make it look like there's hair-like strokes. This is just like the base. I shape my brows first with this, and of course, as you're filling this in, see I have a little gap there that I fill in with this pencil. Definitely brush them out so that it looks blended. But yeah, because I've definitely had those moments where I forget to brush them out and it looks a little harsh. But yeah, brush them out, just draw them to your liking. So then I use this NYX brow pen, which does look more like hair-like strokes. And on the days that I'm not wearing much makeup, but I do want my brows to look a little bit fuller, I'll just use this. And I'll just use this to draw little hairs where I feel like I'm lacking, like especially the tail of my brow over there. She needs that because she's looking a little too skinny. I then use my NYX brow glue. I love this stuff. I feel like it holds my brows in all day and definitely makes sure that all that work I put in stays all day. I'm using my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in a much lighter shade than I am. I feel like this concealer is like a cult classic. It's so good. But I basically clean up under my brows and just prep these eyelids for the eyeshadow. For today's look, I'm doing a cut crease. So I'll just be using first transitional colors. I'll be using 2 of the matte brown shades in this NYX palette and just blending that into my crease and the outer corner of my eye. So it'll kind of be like a V, you know what I mean? And I just keep using deeper and deeper browns until I think it looks perfect or to my liking. So then at this point, you want to cut the crease. And that's basically just using a light concealer to draw on where you want the lighter color to be, or any color, honestly. So you can make it as high up as you want, but for me, I just kind of like it to be at the front of my eye and just a little bit above my crease. I'm using this ivory shimmery color at the center of the lid, wherever I put that concealer. I was wearing an ivory dress and gold jewelry, so I thought this would be perfect. But of course, you can use whatever color you want. You can mix this up any way you want. And I went in with my fingers first, but now I'm using a brush just so I could be more precise with where I want this color to be. Now it's time to blend. Blend. Like I was here for at least 5 minutes, which is kind of a long time, just blending and blending away, adding more bronzer there to any part of the crease that I feel like kind of lost its color. And then I take this cream matte shade, and as you can see, there's a huge difference between how harsh that line is from my brow bone and the eye look. I think it just looks a million times better. Now here comes the part that I always dread because I'm not that good at a wing. It usually takes me, I want to say like 5 minutes to do my wing, especially for a special occasion. I don't know what it is about a special occasion where everything just goes bad. But if I'm rushing, my makeup looks amazing. I guess my only tip here is don't breathe. Girl, yeah, see what I'm saying? If you are in a rush, your wing turns out perfect. But if you are taking your time, it comes out thicker than the other one. And that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's still cute. It's still cute, you know. We tried our best. Act like nothing's going on. It's just a blend. Oh, God. Now it's time for this base. I used the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 332 Golden Caramel. It's so good. Okay. It looks a little light right now, but it does oxidize. Okay. It's my exact shade. It's such a good foundation. I feel like it's still hydrating even though it's a matte foundation. I love it so much. It's literally perfect. I love contouring, quote unquote, my face with a concealer that's 2 shades darker than I am. But to me, this is more like cream bronzer. You know, it snatches my face, but also makes me look sun-kissed. I put these on the areas that I want to look basically sun-kissed. And I always do this on my nose. And make sure you blend that into the brow bone. I learned that from Jackie Aina. And it does make your makeup look more makeup-y. Like, it's just amazing. I love it. So I just blend this as much as I can with this brush. But of course, I need more reinforcement, okay? I can't just use this brush. And look how snatched my nose looks. Oh my gosh. But I have to use a beauty blender after. This is the Paw Paws one. You can get it on Amazon. It's like a pack of 6 for $6. It's so good and soft. I've tried the Real Techniques. I've tried the beauty blender. They all work. But this one works just the same. And it's much cheaper. Y'all already knew what this was from the top of the dang bottle, okay? This is the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Joy. And this is my favorite blush in the entire world. And I just use the fingers that God gave me to blend this out. I don't have a brush for this. If you have a brush recommendation, let me know. But I love to blend this also upwards. And I love a peach blush. And then to mix it with pink. It gives Made in Manhattan J-Lo. It just gives summer. And it's worth the mess. It's worth it all. Now it's time for highlighting and concealing. Listen, concealer after blush just hits different. Like, trust me, just try it. I promise you, just try it. It's the best way to do your face. Another important thing to note, though, is just because I'm highlighting this way doesn't mean you have to. Definitely highlight the areas of your face that you know you want to stand out. I like to take this lighter concealer. You've seen this concealer a lot today, but I use it to brighten my under eyes more. And I love that bright under eye look. As you can see, I'm using this brush again. Y'all, this is not my concealer brush, so please just ignore that. It does the job, but it doesn't give the way my Real Techniques brush does. It's the setting powder brush. God, perfect. It is literally the perfect concealer brush. So I don't know where she's at right now. I feel like my sister stole it. I don't know where it is. But when I find it, just know it's over. You want to make sure that while you're blending, you are maintaining the placements of your concealer. So wherever I put that concealer, I'm blending it right there. Like, I'm keeping it where I placed it. Those are the areas I want highlighted. Then I'll take a sponge. You don't have to do this, but I just think it makes everything blend seamlessly and melt all together. I'm setting my face first with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I just took a bit of powder onto the powder puff. Literally took some off on my, pat my hands with the powder puff to take off excess and just set. I set the areas of my face that I know I crease, like my smile lines, under my eyes, even between my brows. I furrow my brows a lot, so. But now I am baking. I feel like baking has made a comeback, which is just amazing, because I love 2016 makeup. Like, this is so 2016, 2017 era makeup. I love that glam. Now I'm using this Fenty bronzer that's so good. I think this is in the shade Caramel Cutie. And it's just so pretty. It really just gives that sun-kissed look that I was looking for. And obviously I have to put some on my nose. I have to put some back into that brow bone. My nose gets lost underneath all that contour. So make sure you use your bronzer to kind of make whatever is lost under your makeup stand out again. Now here comes for my favorite girl, my Juvia's Place. This blush is so good. This is the Volume 4 blush. Perfect. Perfect in every way. I will literally put this blush on at 7 a.m., get home from work at 7 p.m., and it will still be on my face like nothing happened. And I love raising it up to my temples. It just gives 70s. Perfect. Now I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me powder. This powder is perfect as well. Now, honestly, guys, all these products are perfect. I'm going to be honest. I use this powder to dust off my baking. It is a foundation powder, so it's my shade. I think it just kind of makes sure that there's no flashback and that everything is just so seamless. Like, look at this skin. It looks so good. It looks perfect. I did add setting spray, but I did also put some highlight after. I don't know. I think I learned this when I was like in middle school to put setting spray before highlight. So I just added to the areas that I want there to be more shimmer, just that when the sun hits that area, it'll shimmer. I use my brow bone. I use it on my nose. I like to do an exclamation point because it makes your nose look like a button. I love that look. I add some to the inner corner and then add that into the shadow that we put for our cut crease. And I like to add it on my lips because, you know, it just adds more attention to these juicy lips. Of course, I add a little bit more dimension to my eyes with some bronzer. You can even use the shade that you use in your transition color. It just ties everything together. Now it's time to prep these lashes for these falsies. I curl my lashes a bit before I put on this mascara. I like this mascara for day to day. It's honestly really good, and it's waterproof. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic, and I just basically try to put that on as evenly and as, you know, neatly as I can. I'm using the Ruffle Kiss lashes. I wish I could have filmed applying these lashes, but I was fighting for my life with these lashes, okay? And one of them was not even stuck all the way properly. I literally had to fix it towards the end, but don't mind that because they're cute. Please apply mascara on those bottom lashes. I promise you, it will look so good. The lip liner I'm using is my favorite lip liner. It is the NYX lip liner in Cold Brew. It's actually a dupe of the MAC lip liner in Cork. Perfect brown shade, I feel like, because it has a red undertone. And tell me how I found out that Halle Bailey was wearing this color in The Little Mermaid. Girl, you already know how to wear it because she looks so good in that movie. It gives Halle Bailey, but then it also gives 90s. So I just love it. And it goes perfect with any lip combo. It's the best color. Next, I'm applying this NYX lipstick. There's a trend here. Clearly, I love NYX, but this is in the shade Athens, and it's so pretty. It's pretty alone, but of course, I need a gloss. I always need a gloss. So I'm going to use the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline, and it just makes a really beautiful nude color. I think it complements the eye look really well, and yeah, it's just perfect. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you were able to learn something, or if not, I hope we were just able to get ready together. This was so fun to film. If you just graduated or if you're just doing this glam for fun, congratulations, and I hope that you have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. Bye.